Leo, welcome to your end of June 2020 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. I had just started over again right when, and I just pressed replay or whatever, record, not replay. Okay, so let's see what this is all about. So we have as the heart of the matter the Page of Swords, which is a card of, in some cases, being on high alert, being very suspicious about something, you know, having your suspicions aroused. Perhaps there is something that doesn't seem right, and you're kind of like trying to decide whether or not you're being bamboozled, if you will. This can relate to a child and a child's learning in some cases. I call this the spy card because of that, you know, looking into things. There may be some kind of message that you receive that has been unsettling. Now, again, we're, as I record this, we're now in a Mercury retrograde, so you may hear from somebody who you don't want to hear from, and you don't like what you hear. Also, you might be getting, you might have a delay, again with the Mercury retrograde. That's not so surprising. Another thing too is that there might be some kind of situation with a message that involves change in your life, and that is a possible thing because we have in the past position the Three of Wands, which is a card of expansion, and this card can be even with your own business and things like that. So this may be something that's actually quite good for you, where you're kind of being shrewd about something after deciding to start your own business or, you know, sell your own products. And the higher message is kind of cooperating with that because we have the Two of Pentacles, which can be a job offer overseas, balancing different responsibilities, or if you have a day job and you're starting your own business, doing that. But the mind is very active. You might be seeking advice from a professional to be able to do what you need to do. What crosses you is the Strength card. This is the kind of the obstacle. Ironically, Leo is connected to the Strength card. It's possible that you are physically drained for some reason, and even though you have a lot of ideas and dreams, you still need to get rest for whatever reason. There may be also a lack of confidence about something. Perhaps you are a little bit skeptical that you can pull something off, and you're seeking the advice of somebody who's an expert in order to help that along, but you might still feel like, I'm not sure if this is going to work. Another thing too, if this is a personal issue and you have reason to be like suspicious of a partner, I you know, I don't know if this will resonate, but I'm thinking that somebody is using their business trips to cheat, and they may not even be on business, and that might be, maybe you're hiring a private investigator to find out if they really are on business trips. Perhaps that's just their cover story. And if this is the case, I mean, the Three of Wands may suggest that that other party was feeling like everything was pretty stagnant in the relationship. However, and they were looking to for excitement, but that whatever that affair is might be something that is short-lived, because they're looking for something more exciting than what they have. I mean, maybe you would just have been busy with something else and you haven't been able to invest in the relationship the way that they expected you to. And in that particular case, they may have ended up getting involved with somebody who is not going to last. It's just kind of like a moment of passion. And, you know, I don't usually say things like that. It just came to me. I'm trying to be a little bit more, instead of by the book, like just give you what comes into my mind in terms of interpreting things. But I am nervous that that tends to be when people downvote me, because I'm not going along with the script or whatever. But the thing is, the reason that I'm saying this, I certainly, if I were in that position, I wouldn't go, oh, that's good, that's a relief, I'll stay with somebody who's cheating, because it's just like a fling, it's not going to last. No, I'm saying that because they will have ended up losing a very important person, and they don't even realize that. And actually, I'll tell you something. I'm thinking astrologically here. On June 5th, there was a lunar eclipse, and it was in Sagittarius. For Leo, Sag is your 5th house of love, of romance. And lunar eclipse is a very powerful full moon. So something may have been revealed to you, or who knows, maybe this is in the process of being revealed, about a love situation. My feeling is that this person is not somebody that you've been with that long yourself. So you may just find out that or have found out that somebody has been involved with somebody at the same time as you, and that they have been juggling, the Two of Pentacles, juggling these two relationships. Perhaps because of your own vulnerability right now, and maybe that's the Strength card in the challenge position, it's hard for you to cope with this situation. You're tempted to just overlook it. The Venus is retrograding right now, will go direct on June 25th. But, neglecting something, being in denial, doesn't serve you. It may feel like it's easier to just ignore it than to have to make a change in your life. But if the relationship isn't that long, hasn't been around that long, then it's you don't necessarily want to invest more time in it. But of course, it's up to you. It's just that the Page of Swords seems very kind of on high alert to me. What's coming in is the Nine of Pentacles. I was just thinking when I saw this? I can do fine all by myself. You have your own resources. And I would say again, when I say resources, it can even be like self-esteem. Now, with the Strength card in the challenge position, this may be a blow to your self-esteem, but it doesn't have to be. But if you're just naturally somebody who loves themselves, this isn't going to be, that's all on the surface, really. And that deep down inside, you know your self-worth, you know that you can stand on your own 2 feet, and you will do that. Another thing, too, that I didn't say is that if this is some kind of a work situation, and especially if you're trying to establish yourself independently, but you're kind of lacking that confidence, the Nine of Pentacles means if you are financially independent, or how can I put this, self-sustaining, then you have the luxury of time where you can develop something. You don't have to push something prematurely. In the similar vein, or continuing with that theme, the outcome is the Three of Cups, and this is a card of socializing, celebration. Maybe there's something to celebrate. Maybe you have an untapped resource in your social circle in terms of whatever it is. If you are selling a product and you never thought about that, you were so consumed with how am I going to advertise, how am I going to get the word out, that you didn't think about the infrastructure that you already had with people that can put in a good word for you, that can vouch for you. So that can be what the Three of Cups is professionally. For those who are, in relationships, this can be leaning on your friends right now to kind of help you to cope with a change in your relationship, or to make the necessary changes in your relationship. Sometimes that is one of the best ways to do it. And perhaps you have recently, because of the type of relationship you were in, kind of neglected your friendships. And maybe now you need to nurture them because you realize how they've always been there for you. And now you need them more than ever, maybe. Okay, that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you'd like a private reading, the link is below. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.